Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff if you like. We will continue our mission where no man has gone before. Well, probably some people have. There's pretty much bases everywhere, you know. But level 71, jet ballistic weapons are the most effective at dealing damage to a target's ship hull. I don't think I have ballistic weapons on my current ship. I just have ionic, which does damage to shields and hull. And then I think I have some lasers as well, which just does mostly damage to the shields. Then I have some ionic crits. You can see this is a fine scene. Some asteroid field or something. Good details. Here I am in my home somewhere. Storage crate full of books. There we go. We'll get rid of all that stuff. Got 19 weapons on me. Probably could sell some weapons. Mod them a little bit first, though. You know why? Because you can get extra skills. Check this first in case I need that adhesive. No, it's just food and drink. I have no eggs, no cheese. Spices. Oh, what do I need here? Poutine. We'll modify stuff now. Make it worth more at least.
The stock versions are never quite what you want, are they?
Achievement! What is this? Mod 50 weapons. Nice. Five more modifications I have to make to level that up. What's this one? An Earth assault rifle. There we go. Not only did we make those more valuable for when I sell them, now I'll be able to level up my weapon skills next time. Weapon building skills. Make the most powerful weapon in the world. Indeed. Don't forget to like, say hi if you want, share.
With the rocks cleared, we're
You guys naked.
homes for the unfortunates in the strand.
They haven't fixed that yet. There he was, Ethel. Naked as Jaybird. Don't look that way. He'd already been mooned. Aggies is a bar, right?
Yes, Aggies. I have spent far too much time here.
This was where we first met, wasn't it? I guess my memories.
There's Enhance Heritage Museum. I think I might have went to Shepherd's already.
I'll say right up front that if you I want to do your business quick. How about I just show you instead of...
He's only got 400 credits. Bought stuff.
You are our guest.
Stephanie, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. This thing does 42 damage. Better than the one I have. Quite a bit better, actually. Let me guess, you're at your weekend streamers gaming session or something. That's usually what you wind up doing on Tuesdays. That's my guess. Thing has no money. I'm gonna see if this thing is still bugged just in case. Do you forgive me? Well, I don't know if it's a forgivable thing, you know, I don't know. Not much I can do about it, really. Yeah, it looks like there's two different spots this thing's at. Ugh, like... I remember back in the day when Stephanie used to have an extra phone or something like that. Now it's just doesn't even bother with me.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. And that's it. You're clear
This
to
ship
let out.
here is kind of weird. Two crew members this time. Holy man. How many crew members are there normally? Like 4? That's like 50%. This mission. This is messed up.
You are our guest.
Normally 4. Pretty soon it'll be just you playing by yourself to fill in. $145, eh? So that mission's definitely still messed up. Oops. Button. They're putting them at Prima. They're not there though. Oh, we gotta wait for a patch, I think, for that. Well, I'm glad you're here now. No one even talked for the first 45 minutes, as Timothy pointed out yesterday.
Look at those beautiful stars.
yesterday. Probably should just stop streaming on Tuesdays, eh? They're not there. That one. I was tired. That one's there too. 2 missions. On Elios. Where's Elios? Oh! I was having trouble keeping my eyes open. Probably because there's no one to talk to, too, you know? Well, Timothy was there in the end. I was like, I don't know why I was so tired. More awake today. You see that I'm level 71?
Which is weird. Initiating that sequence.
Not sure rehabilitation can be a valid alternative to incarceration. But I would be happy to be proven wrong.
No wonder no one will work for you. My man is missing, and you're all just here what? Waiting for him to wander back through the gate?
Mr. Hammond,
You are our
One,
guest.
thank you for liking.
we don't have the manpower.
And now half my crew thinks your little band of convicts is just waiting to drag us off and scrap us for organs.
Mr. Halftown, our security officer has been put into the infirmary trying to find your worker. We're doing everything we can. All I ask is that you and your crew be patient. You have nothing to fear from us convicts. We are handling it.
Then
It's like a
get it
prison
done,
planet.
or else we are going to have problems.
You have my word.
What did I have for dinner? I had some noodles and shepherd's pie. And that was the last of the shepherd's pie today. Yesterday I had a Royal Red Robin burger.
Those cons are just waiting for us to sleep. Like they give it to us, they kill me.
I'm sorry, love, but the Elios retreat isn't taking new residents right now. We've had some issues. A missing person chief among them. But you're welcome to rest up and refuel here as long as you'd like. So long as there's no bounty hunter after you that's going to kick my brand new door off its hinges. Not yet, but it's certainly a risk, given the retreat's intended line of business. But I'm not about to send anyone packing who might just need a place to collect themselves. Well, at the moment, it's primarily a collection of shipping containers and unused construction materials. But The plan is to make this place into a growth and education residence for the galaxy's incarcerated. We'll offer job training and a support network for folks that otherwise just while away their days in prison
Had breakfast
just
for
because they
dinner.
don't have the credits to pay their own bounties. Get them all the tools they need to set up regular, boring lives like the rest of us. I know it can work. Have the notation to prove it. We did an 18-month pilot program before we started setting up shop here. We're happy to now call 2 of the participants employees of this very facility. They just needed some help getting their footing. And once this place is open, we're going to expand on that success. Well, thank you. Always striving to make my presence in the universe a net positive. But still got a lot of ground to cover. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to listen to me blabber. You're probably exhausted. Monica should have any supplies you might need. She's just out front of the main building. And our ship services tech is out near the landing
Quiche,
pad.
pancakes, bacon, and toast. Nice.
And if you need anything else, or just want to talk, you come find me. Well, once we officially open our doors, the retreat's going to have to be a lot of things to the formerly incarcerated folks we plan to bring here. Residence, school, a place for reflection. Nevin, he handles everything infrastructure related, while I take care of everything our residents might need to get them moving along healthier paths. I make sure we've got the facilities to support everyone. I arrange all our occupational training. Even got my counseling certification a few years back so I can serve as a companion.
What do you think of a prison planet? That's pretty cool, eh?
Well, like I mentioned,
And taters too, eh?
retreats are a
Nice.
modest attempt to change how the galaxy deals with those who find
I read
themselves
Robin
in
Burger
outside the
yesterday. It was
law.
pretty good. It had like
We're
egg
open.
on it
The goal is to take in people while
and like a burger,
because they couldn't
like
pay their
a
bounties.
meat and
We'll get them job training
bacon
and a
and
support network.
stuff.
All the tools they need to set up regular, boring old lives just like the rest of us. We're trying to do what we can to help those who need it. That the truth? Because I can't say it's going to be easy work. But if you found the construction crew's missing man, we'd all owe you. Well, he was last seen a few days ago, so we don't think he could have gotten far. We sent our lone security officer to find him, but things didn't go according to plan out there, and now he's taken up residence in our infirmary. So if you're offering, we'll absolutely take the help. This planet is not the most accommodating to human life. It's wild, empty, and the local fauna, well, they're not big fans of humans. So while I will absolutely take your help if you're offering it, I just want you to be aware, I don't expect it's going to be a walk in the park. You don't know how happy I am to hear it. First things first, you want to speak to Greg D'Angelo, our security officer. He was wounded searching
Got
for
it.
our worker, Mr. Killman's trail. He should be able to get you pointed toward Killman's last known location.
Side jump.
I am skeptical of whether this retreat will achieve its goals, but I applaud their efforts.
This looks like a classroom. Looks like an infirmary.
I got gored. Was out hunting for this dimwit construction worker when something comes charging out of the overgrowth and puts a horn or a claw or something in my gut. I never got a good look at it, but it must have been huge because it laid me out. It took me 6 hours of crawling to get back here. So unless you need something right now, I'd love to get back to closing up the hole in my torso. Sloan found someone else, huh? Well, hopefully, you'll have better luck than I did. I managed to turn up some tracks outside the facility. Bit of a hike, though. Not sure if they were Killman's, but Ixal's not exactly a bustling metropolis. There was a cave system I scanned nearby, but I got attacked before I could look any further. Next place I was planning to visit once I was on my feet again. I'd start there.
All right, let's go find them. Okay. Adventure. From a new knife. There's a vendor here somewhere too.
My crew isn't lifting a finger until my man is found. Can't believe I bought into this place's crap reform program story. Because I'm not the one whose job it is to keep this place secure. I'm just the guy who thought I could trust the people giving us this job.
You are our guest.
Why does anyone take any job? Credits, and these folks have plenty.
Timothy, thank you for liking and sharing.
What they're selling here? Fixing the settled system.
Oh, not there. Okay, how about here? Ooh, that feels good.
You really think the Crimson Fleet are just one typing course away from becoming model citizens? Never been on the receiving side of a visit from the fleet, huh? And look, I know some folks have it tough out there. I've employed
I was in the fleet.
cons over the years. But you know,
I helped
turn their lives
destroy
around.
them.
They did their time and got jobs instead of making the same bad choices again. Those are options everyone's already got. No retreat required.
You are getting lost in the method, despite your goals being aligned.
Yeah, but the pathway to that goal matters. If they're all here just sitting around learning a trade, just like they would on a job site, huh? Maybe you got a point there. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a debate. Let's talk about something else. I'm supposed to be the construction foreman. It's my job to make sure the Helios retreat gets built to whatever standard these folks want so they can run this reform program or whatever. But it's also my responsibility to make sure my crew can do their jobs safely, which sure as
You
hell isn't the
are
case
our
right now.
guest.
Yeesh, thank you for liking.
So right now, I'm just waiting. Sure.
Timothy, we had chat before 45 minutes today. Stephanie was indeed playing with her weekend crew.
I'm not giving you a gun. But what if those cons come after us next? You asked me for a gun one
I
more
knew
time,
taking
it's
this
not
job was a mistake.
I'd get out of here while you can. I would, if it wouldn't get me fired.
When I heard this planet was cursed, I thought it was bull, but now I'm not so sure.
Around the rain. Well, there's somebody she said can sell me stuff.
Well, I suppose we can all sleep soundly at long last. You dropping off? Didn't think we had any deliveries until next week. Got an invoice I can look at? Oh. Don't get many visitors this far out. Not a lot to see at the moment, but once we're open, the hope is to have plenty on offer. Imports from around the galaxy, stuff made by our residents. Happy to let you peruse what we've already got in. Mostly just the basics at this point, though.
A retreat planet for criminals.
The construction foreman, Halftown, and his crew are scrambling their undergarments because one of their guys wandered off the other night. Probably a little too much glug-glug. But now the entire construction crew thinks we're going to slit their throats just because most of us have a criminal past. But look, if you want to get involved, Sloane's been coordinating the manhunt. She'll have all the info you might need. Most of the staff here are. Got me for digital intrusion and grand larceny. Was in a bad place. Needed a lot of funds. Fast. So I hacked a couple Galbank servers. Had maybe 6 years left on my sentence in Aquila when Sloane and Nevin swooped in. They said they'd pay off my whole bounty if I ran through their pilot program. I didn't have much else going on, so I said sure. It was hard work, but Sloane, the woman is compassion in human form. She stuck with me. And now I'm here, running the retreat shop and maybe someday one of my own. Sure did. Anyone who commits to joining the program gets their bounty paid off by the retreat. Not sure who's footing the bill, though. I presume it's coming from outside donations because Sloane and Nevin aren't exactly rolling in cred sticks.
I'm rolling in cred sticks.
They've got all the necessities.
By all her aid. Need poutine? I need poutine and eggs. I need butter. Don't see any eggs. Oh, this egg didn't do me. I'm gonna keep the sweet rolls. That was nice enough today, I guess. I don't know, what was it? Right now, like 4 above. I mean, that's not warm or anything, but not cold. Cold either, you know?
Catch you later.
Here's the meal packs I just sold her, I think. The eggs. Freezing rain.
You actually found him. I suppose that's not the worst news.
What do I find? They got some laser turrets. A little bit of flora and fauna here. Rain in here too in the game. Is that what it sounds like at your place, Stephanie? Thunder? Here's the pokeweed. Timothy, did you see I tagged you in Discord? There's a couple codes in there. If anybody noticed them. Dreamlight Valley. I think I got turned around there. Iron. I could use some iron actually. Grab the iron. Go up to this other thing first. Maybe that's what it was. We're going spelunking.
Excellent way to conceal the presence of an illegal operation. I should know.
Thing's fearless. Sliced them and diced them. I didn't know if anybody saw them because nobody acknowledges them. Like they don't like or anything. So I didn't know that was seen.
So that the smell will not be an issue.
Good thing to like that kind of stuff. It encourages more of it.
You are our
Chris,
guest.
thank you for liking. Got a gland out of it. Big glowy nut gland there. You jerk. Poisoned me. One here.
Another way through here. I'm sure where it leads.
That wasn't a very smooth sneak attack. You're here. Why do you say you're here? It was only 6 minutes ago where you talked. Confused. There's a dude. Dude looking at me over there.
No, no, I'm not going back. Stay away.
Why not, buddy? Better save. I got a magical power called precognition. Maybe I should try it.
Oh God, please, please don't put me back in the bag. I'll do whatever you say. Just please, not the bag.
What are you talking about? Future's unclear.
What happened? You're not here to... I was kidnapped. He caught me off guard after hours, threw a bag over my head and marched me off. But I escaped. But then these creatures started hunting me. So I ran in here, and I've got no food, and I'm so hungry, and... Please, take me back. I just want to go home. No, no, he kept the bag over me the whole time. I heard his voice, but he honestly didn't say much when I was around. I need this to be over. Please. Please, can we go? Please?
Do not fear. Your trial is at an end.
Oh, thank God. You don't know what that... Oh, come on. Let's get out of here. You do know the way back, right?
Yes. I think I do. There. See, when you say you're here, and then I ask you some questions, and you don't answer, it makes me wonder about the statement of I'm here. Maybe that's why you said you're here. Oh, you like to let me know I'm here. How come it took you so long to respond to my question? What are you doing at the same time here? Are you playing a game? You know, we gotta know. Right, buddy-o. We're going back to the retreat. It's gonna be a good time. Everyone's gonna be pleased that you're not dead. Hopefully he doesn't die on the way there. We're okay. Some plants over there we can grab. Beetle crab razors over here. Those are wary. Wary, quite contrary. A lot of these creatures I'm getting for the first time. Wonder who bagged them. You know, another way you could let me know that you're here is you could, talk. You don't have to say I'm here. You could just say, hey. Like when you asked how the weather was or other things, something that might spark me to say something interesting, I guess.
Killman's back!
What happened?
I was walking out, and someone threw a bag over my head. They took me... I don't know. It smelled like the inside of the first aid kit. I had to sleep on the steel floor.
Do you know what an inside of a first aid kit smells like? That's pretty descriptive.
Us? Why the hell would we do that? Waste of a perfectly good bag.
You're rambling, kid. Come on. Let's get you cleaned up. You smell like used...
You know what's even more interesting is when people ask about the game, if they have any questions about it. Feel free to ask questions about the game.
Found and dealt with, understand? I don't care if it's one of your people or mine or a fucking ghost. Find them.
Of course. We'll do what we can. But
I'm not interested in excuses. I need
Probably this dude that did it.
to find my man's kidnapper now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk to Sloan. It's good enough for you. See good in everyone.
I guess it might have been a bit naive for me to hope for a happy reconciliation, but you brought him back safe. That's what's important. Here, you have my sincerest thanks. But now, we've got a whole new thread to pull on. What are the chances I'd be able to convince you to help us find our kidnapper?
Pretty good.
Thank the heavens. So, we just need to figure out where we're sending you. Now, Mr. Killman didn't seem to have a lot of information, but I caught at least one or two bits I think could help us find our kidnapper. I want to believe none of them would. But I've been around long enough to know how easy it is for someone to surprise you. So honestly, I don't know. But I think those hints Killman mentioned about the kidnapper's refuge are the key to figuring it out. That's right. Not a lot of proper facilities like that in the area. Which makes me think there was a building we were evaluating as a possible site for the retreat not far from here. An old research outpost. Seems like a decent match for the description of our kidnapper's hideaway. Here, the facility's coordinates. Head out there and see what you can find.
Alrighty then. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. It revealed the plant. Heard squeaking. These beetle crabs are good for membranes. Oh, good in everyone. Lots of crabs around here, eh? The hunting nightmare.
This is Scanlan. Over. What's your status? We've got a clear path to the Starfield. We're heading there. We've got a clear path to the Starfield. 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 We've got a clear path to the Starfield.
I guess he's after us. Good in everyone. I bet you have no idea why I happened to pick that song after talking to Sloan. All right, here we go. Here we go, man. These bots always detect me. On the other side of the window there.
If there was something out there, it's gone now. Before we are discovered.
mess in here, eh? That was a war zone, man. Oh!
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
What's this? Peak performance. That's the most indirect route. Or the Invisi crew. Probably find some computer now that I've shot every turret.
Did they have anything of value?
You are our guest.
Damn, thank you for liking. Gotta find for clues now. Oh, look, what do we got here? Hard times. Take any of those books. Sandwich. Wow, look at this lock.
Can you get that done?
What's prototype equipment? That, I guess.
You are our
Fire
guest.
Devil, thank you for liking. Oh, it's not that one. Not there. Going okay, thank you. Red Rover, come over. What I needed. Red Rover, come over. What's that about anyway? Gotta be something worth something, eh? It's in a safe. How's it going? I hope the Kings are winning. I wonder what that thing was. Huh. You know what's kind of cool about this game? 0-0. Sometimes there's some alternative ways. A lot of people don't realize you can cut the pins, even though it says cut pins, you know? What's down here, eh? One doesn't work. There wasn't much in that safe, considering. Hey, out of the way. Get out of the way. I'm trying to sneak out. Oh. Just leave, I guess. The slate is corrupted, though. That's the only thing. Good enough for
You seem
me.
to have weathered that trek well enough. Were you able to find anything at the facility? Not a lot to go on. Monica.
You're playing a new game, or I am? This is
Like a
still
game.
Starfield.
Oh, it's encoded. Made to look scrambled. And done badly. Looks like... there. Seems there were 2 of them. Oh my god. It's all here. The accidents, the kidnapping, Greg's attack. These 2, they did it all.
Any mention of who they are? They're not with the construction crew, are they?
No names. But there are a pair of ID numbers. They're with the Trackers Alliance.
The Alliance sent 2 bounty hunters? Here? What? Our bounties are all paid.
I'm not seeing an Alliance contract or documentation. I think this is off the books.
Trackers? Consider yourselves lucky to still be alive.
It appears we have been fortunate. But it does beg the question. So, a couple of trackers have decided to haunt us on their own free time. Why?
Doesn't say. It's really not that impressive. Used to sell these on the semi-regular in my old life. A cheating spouse wants to document all their flings without fear of their partner finding out? Just use one of these bad boys. It's
So you read it wrong.
stuff. And it sure doesn't explain why they've decided to harass us.
It's the official guild of the galaxy's bounty hunters, known for relentlessly stalking their targets in pursuit of a payday.
Uh-oh, they got the Mandalorian after
Any
them.
person with an outstanding record is a coin purse, ready to be cut open and emptied of value, regardless of the circumstances surrounding said person's record. There are few groups more ruthless. Though, it's surprising that they've intervened here, where there's no obvious money to be made. That certainly seems in the realm of possibility.
So then this is an easy fix. They're bounty hunters. We pay them to leave us alone.
And make ourselves a target for every other hunter in the universe. We need to take a stand.
Says the one guy physically incapable of taking one.
We're not doing anything until we actually find them. Any mention in there of where our trackers might be now?
Sounds like they're on a supply run, outside the system.
Then we got a little time. Given their background, and ours, I expect you're the only person here they might actually listen to. Would you be willing to act as an emissary on our behalf?
I guess so. This is a Fire Devil. This is like a reform prison colony. So they you know, they try to reform prisoners. They like buy out their bounty and try to reform them on this little colony.
Slate's not big on details. There's 2 of them, they're clearly armed, but that's about all we've got to go on.
But trackers aren't usually the type to take prisoners when it's not required. So the fact that they've thus far remained largely non-violent, well, it means they might be willing to negotiate. With the right person, of course. Which I think, in this case, is you.
Yes.
I'm sure we can find a way to solve this issue, which won't require bloodshed.
Let's just pay them and be done with it. I mean, we clearly need more manpower anyway. I'll hire them on as contractors.
To hell with that. We know where they live. Let's have our friend here get the drop on them and send them to the great beyond.
The last thing we need is the galaxy thinking that's how we solve our problems around here, Mr. D'Angelo. I would request you try to avoid any violence. But if you're looking for suggestions on how to proceed, well, it seems we've got opinions to spare.
Guess they all want me to talk to everybody.
They haven't killed anyone. Not yet, at least. Which means I bet they're willing to talk. If you can believe it, I was Crimson Fleet. Scouring the skies for loot and glory.
Too bad they don't acknowledge somehow that
Which, honestly, was probably the best for me and the galaxy at large.
you know, I was sys-defed and took down the Crimson Fleet.
You'd expect right, even at the best of times. But I'm sure you didn't come here for an ancient history lesson. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? Love, I can only guess at what these two might be after. But it's clear they perceive something about us as a threat. They're afraid. And all you can do with fear is try and understand it. So, just listen to them, okay? Hear what they have to say. And see if you can make whatever it is they're worried about a little less scary. Good luck out there.
You looking for my suggestion? I don't think they're gonna respect anything other than force. But I think Sloane's not gonna be happy if you handle it that way.
You would be correct, Mr. D'Angelo.
What's up? You want to talk negotiation strategies? I've had to deal with my fair share of their kind over the years. You don't get into that job to make it rich. You get into it to be your own boss and prove how tough you are. So, my advice? Let them know that pushing around a bunch of counselors just makes them look like bullies, not tough. Be careful with those goons.
I think there's a clear way to solve this problem. But the ultimate way forward, I suppose, falls to you. I am the sole exception. I was a neighborhood administrator for years in New Atlantis. Was tasked with maintaining the Wells section of the city. Home to many of the UC's most underprivileged citizens. I saw firsthand what havoc the bounty system could cause in a neighborhood. Parents in prison, money funneled away from basic needs. It can become a cycle. Here, we hope to give people the tools to escape it. I'm the facility's chief administrator, co-head of the whole retreat with Sloane. She handles most of the resident side of things. Making sure we've got the right people for the program and those people have the right tools to succeed in their own development. I keep the lights on and make sure things hum along smoothly. Currently, very little. But once we're open, should that day ever come, we hope to have all manner of training and personal development courses available for our residents. Most of our staff are formerly incarcerated themselves, so we hope to be able to provide a level of service unlike any other in the galaxy. I think you should offer them money, and I'm willing to help. Here, all I have liquid at the moment. Hopefully it'll be enough.
2,500 credits.
Take care, please.
Front the trackers. Defense in this game is outstanding. Nice. Do you have any hockey pools going? There's a lot of high scoring games this year. No, like pools, like hockey pools where you pick the best players. A hunting nightmare. Base roach filter. How's he doing so far? Here's a quiz for you. Do you think I'll be able to end this without violence? Or am I going to be having a big shootout coming up? You think I will? We'll find out shortly. I'm only 165 meters away. Crossing the street or something, I think. Oh.
Oh, not
Brittany,
there.
thank
Okay,
you
how
for
about here? Oh, that
sharing.
feels
Much
good.
appreciated. And for liking. Hello to you.
You are our guest.
Wonder if they noticed that all their stuff's missing. Because they stole so much stuff last time we went into their home. And plus all their robots are dead. You went shopping for your new apartment today. Did you have good luck? Hard to find places these days. I don't know where you are at, but holy crap, where I am, there's like absolutely nowhere to rent or buy right now. Spent almost $400. Nice. That's not that much though in the terms of places. I guess that's renting, right? We're just gonna sit on the couch or what?
What the? Who's that?
No clue. You. Who are you and what the hell are you doing here?
I don't know. I can't see you. Yeah, you can't even get a one-bedroom apartment for like 1,200 where I am.
And just who the holy hell are you?
See? I told you Kilman was gonna lead them to us. Should have slit his throat when we had the chance.
Quiet. Listen, unless you're here to tell us those convicts have decided to close up shop, then we've got nothing to discuss.
Well, you bought new items. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were renting a new apartment.
I couldn't care less about the cons. They can huff fish innards until they rot for all we care. But this retreat, if they actually succeed, keep criminals out of the bounty system, well, the galaxy probably doesn't need so many trackers at that point, does it? And then
I don't think it'll be that successful, buddy.
The collective set up programs of their own, just like Helios. Put us all out of a job. Now, better to nip it in the bud now before it becomes a threat. Which is why I'm not interested in discussing anything except the date and time they're shutting their doors.
Place you're renting is 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, $1,200. Yeah, it's pretty expensive here. It's even worse than Vancouver.
It is a reasonable request. You would do well to consider it.
That's so. I guess that's a good point. What? That's not what this is. We're tough. Fine. We'll leave the retreat alone. Can't make any promises about us being the last, though. Just get out, all right?
Oh yeah, that's right, Bellingham. I think I remember now talking about Bellingham before.
I'm wasting too much time in this place already.
You got what you wanted.
I should shoot them now. Yeah, they're talking about turning all the excess government buildings into housing for people. There's such a housing shortage. Over in our federal government, Canada. Oh.
You are our
Jordan,
guest.
thank you for liking. Is the I don't think that the bounty hunters would have a problem. It's so easy to get a bounty in this game that even with some reform systems going on, there's still going to be a lot.
There you are. You were gone for quite a while, love. Are you all right? Were you able to find our trackers? That's... That's the best news I've had in quite a while. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, love. This place, all of us, we are in your debt. There is just one last piece of business, though. Nevin asked to speak to you, in private. He's waiting for you up in the
What
office.
Nevin wants. Holy $9,000. Sweet. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a meditation room. Yes. There we go. Do you feel much more relaxed now? Do you feel it? Get your reflection. His mirror. Listen to the bell. Timothy's like, Right. Everybody's relaxed. We can move on. Look at the roof. All right. How do we get to audio here? Didn't even know these stairs were here. Counselor. A lot of books.
Hard to believe it's all over. Thank you again.
Yeah, I was looking at your books. Thinking I didn't steal any. She would have got mad at me. I would have had to stay at this prison planet. On here, what's this?
I cannot, will not.
Oh crap, really? All I did is pick up a box. We gotta listen to her jabber on and go to the meditation room.
There you are. You were gone for quite... That's the best news I've had in quite a while. This place, all of... There is just one...
Room, I guess. Hey, cool. An antique toy motorcycle. VHS tapes, eh? There's some eggs here. Awesome. I think after helping them with their problem, they wouldn't start punching me picking up a box. Get back to the meditation room. Get another from Timothy. The mirror here. You're relaxed. Hope that was relaxing for you.
Hard to believe it's all over. Thank you again, love.
Can't believe I went to pick up a box that has some coffee in it, basically, or books.
Ah, there you are. So, first things first, I need to say, well, thank you. And we are exceedingly grateful for it. It's just the situation you set right with the trackers. It's one we don't want to find ourselves in again. Luckily, we have someone, our founding donor in fact, who has offered to reach out to the Alliance, ensure their good behavior going forward. Before she does, however, she's asked for the details of what exactly occurred. I've already shared my own insights, but, well, she wants to talk to you too. Is that something you might be amenable to?
Yeah, so.
Our benefactor has said she'd prefer to do the introductions herself. But you can rest assured she wants only to thank you in person, hear your side of the story. Nothing more sinister than that. Ah, she'll be pleased to hear it.
Maybe it's Neva
Head
from
to
before.
Aquila City in the Cheyenne system. Check in with Justin Sneed, her security chief. And I would ask you to try and be polite. She's the only reason we're here.
All right, we'll talk to Justin Sneed. Leave this guy's box alone because, you know, he's crazy. Otherwise, I would have put the box on his head. I wonder if that shop owner has any money.
Hey, look who's alive. Guessing things went well with the
Yeah, she's
trackers.
using her invisible broom.
Can I get you something? Any necessities you need, I can help. Try not to be too awestruck.
Like she was like, oh, she won't buy any guns.
Catch you later.
Hello, everybody. You holding an invisible drink? Get physical therapy tomorrow.
We're going to have lots
Nice.
more someday.
Good to get that done. You hear him? He even makes a brushing noise. I wonder if she's rubbing her foot on the ground. Oh, invisible sweeping.
We've got all the basics, and that's basically it.
Hear that? Amazing. Sounds invisible brooms make. I think we need to probably jump to another part of the planet. Once I finish scouting it out, you know. Ice part. Ocean. Ocean has 0%. That means there's at least one fish.
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
Where's the ocean? Oh, that was only two. Gotta find the ocean. Probably not. Where the mountains are. Or is it? Guess is this way. I know, I need a speeder bike, eh? Or even a land speeder. I remember when I was a kid, my parents bought me the land speeder, you know, the one that Luke rode in Ben Kenobi on Tatooine that was so uncool, had no weapons and stuff. But I always wanted the speeder bike. I always found the Empire's vehicles way cooler and their uniforms cooler and stuff. Same with the G.I. Joe. When I got into G.I. Joes, I like the Cobra look, and I thought Zartan was the coolest. Character, you know. Especially the action figure, you know, you put him in the snow and he would change blue. I think the ocean's that way. Maybe that way's ocean. There's ocean behind that. Oh, broke my ankle or something. That's when toys were cool. Well, they still have Star Wars and all that stuff. Although I was in Walmart, the Kings are winning 2-0. Nice. I was in Walmart and like Star Wars action figures are like $20 now. I bought some Star Wars and Nintendo Christmas decorations for my tree. So I got like a Charizard. Timothy can correct me on how to say that. I have no idea. And I bought Mario and Luigi. And I bought different Star Wars ones and Disney ones. Charizard. Oh, maybe there's ocean that way. I don't know. Okay, which way is the ocean? Over these mountains? Yeah, this terrain is pretty hardcore, eh? Pretty snowy planet. Am I ready for the? I don't know. I barely. I played a little bit of the last Call of Duty. I didn't even finish the campaign. Bava had given me a copy of it for PlayStation. I didn't have PlayStation Online, so I never played any online, but played through most of the campaign. But in all honesty, I didn't find that campaign to be that amazing or anything. You know, there's been some good, really good Call of Duty campaigns, but this one didn't really glue me or anything. I don't remember even what game I was distracted by at the time. I heard that this one has a pretty short, not exciting campaign, but that might have been just PlayStation guys being anti-Microsoft again. They're pretty big about trying to make, you know, their system seem like the best system for some reason, you know? Although really the one who wins is the one who, you know, can play on either. You know, I'll play Spider-Man 2 just the same as I'll play this one, you know. The ocean there. Maybe there's ocean on the other side of that, eh? What did you think was the best story? Call of Duty's campaigns aren't usually that long though either, you know? So it's not really that unusual. I don't remember any campaign really being over 8 hours. I'm working on 300 hours for playing this one right now, but the campaign isn't that long. Modern Warfare 2? Are you talking about the first Modern Warfare 2 or the second Modern Warfare 2? That's the problem, you know, with these PlayStation guys that are boycotting by review bombing. They're review bombing the wrong Modern Warfare 3. Oh. Which was the Call of Duty game with Kevin Spacey? That one wasn't bad. Kevin Spacey turned out to be a little bit of a weirdo, but it was kind of a fun Call of Duty game. And then what's the Call of Duty also that you had that one mission where you had to rescue a hostage on a plane or something like that, and you get an achievement. Brutal achievement, you know. I think it's just more mountains that way. And it won't compare. Gears of War is due for a game, eh? They should put out another game soon. Although I didn't get quite as much into the previous game. Like this one with the not Marcus and crew, you know. Try this direction, I guess. Think a little different biome that way. Power play goal for the Kings, nice. I'm still disappointed that my plane got canceled and I missed out on seeing Golden Knights in person against St. Louis. That plane getting canceled cost me a whole pile of money. You know, because not only did I have to rent a car and go to Calgary, rent a hotel in Calgary, lost the money for tickets that I had, but also had to shift around the number of days that I was staying, which, you know how Las Vegas is, the hotel prices are different each day. So I lost a good cheaper day for a more expensive day. There's a hunting bone glider. And some of these creatures or something. What if the water's toxic? No, it's not. It's different. Plus it's 14 above here. There's a sawhead grazer. 2 different kinds of fish in the water. You'll go. Yeah, I was just kind of picking around when I have like some normal days off. And then I looked to see what NHL games, if they were in the area when I was going. It's funny though, actually, you know, they played LA on one of the nights I was there. but it was in LA, you know. So, and I actually bet, I watched the game on the, you know, where you can bet on the games. And won. I only bet $5, but first time I'd ever uh, did Las Vegas sports betting, so I didn't really know how it worked quite yet, you know. But it was nice. I watched it. I think it was in the Rio. No, it was in that game. I think it was in the Rio. I watched it. Or no, maybe not. I did watch some sports in the Rio. I'm not sure if that's where I made the bet. No, I don't think that's where I made the bet. I think I watched it in another place though. The Kings one. I was all over. Maybe Resorts World. Yeah, I think it might have been Resorts World potentially. Wilson Plains 86%, Savannah 63%. So let's go to the Savannah. Oh, throw that out later. Survey should go pretty quick now. There's just a couple animals left. I think this is the last plant. Spitting goatweed. There now, we just gotta find 2 animals. Something flying around up there. A puffball filter. Looking for one of them is airborne. They look like that. 50% scan, so I've even spotted one of those before somehow. Where did you go to Vegas before? Like, what hotel did you stay at? I stayed at Planet Hollywood when I went. pretty good because it was like by where we just needed that space roach. Now we gotta get that puffball. It's by that mall, that giant mall. And you can get like $5 breakfast at the mall. There, now we're just gonna spot one more puffball. Then we'll go on to talk to the owner of this prison thing. What the mystery's all about. There's one planet had creatures that you had to scan that were invisible. And I found them a couple on the ground, but they were actually airborne creatures. So once I started looking up for them, it made it a lot easier to find them. Although being invisible made it pretty tough. Definitely having your zoology skill up in this game helps a lot when you're doing this stuff. Hey Tim, 28 days later. Zombie movie.
You are our guest.
Thank you for liking. You like 28 days later? Those were the scary zombies. Remember, they were all slow zombies before that. Faster. Oh, wait, was there one there? %86%. So there's not a lot of creatures here. Is that RoboCop game out already? I thought it was still coming. Oh, good. It's dark. It might make it easy to spot these things. Have you been enjoying Alan Wake 2 a lot? I didn't mind Alan Wake 1. Although I didn't like shining the flashlight on them all the time. Looking for a blue floaty. One blue floaty.
And your scan shows...
Shows a structure. Alan Wake 2 is also cool. Been out a week for RoboCop. Huh. Alan Wake 2 is also cool. Rather play more as Alan Wake instead of the other main character. Oh. I didn't even know. I think I might have spotted something in the air there. Don't have to go too close to those. Anything flying or in the water you can get from long range. Okay, it's time to talk to Justin Sneed. Oh, I should really scan that. There we go. Did you like it better than Alan Wake 1? Is it quite an improvement? Sometimes games are identical and sometimes games are like quite a jump.
People joke. Ain't a snake. It's some kind of... They call it the Great Serpent.
It'd be funny if it was Benjamin Bio.
Come back some other time. You're them, huh? I've got two rules for this little meeting. Rule number one, you're not to share anything you discuss up there. This is a private matter, and we're going to keep it that way. Rule two, you decide to get playful with that weapon, we're going to have serious problems.
That's
Think
very
you'll abide by
threatening.
those? Good. Miss Lance is waiting upstairs. You can go on up.
And that must make you our guest. Please, take a seat.
Pretend I'm not here.
Now, you may already know who I am. Raisha Lance, CEO Laredo Firearms. And
I didn't know
you
that.
I know all about. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the retreat. Truly, it's a project that's near and dear to my heart. I'm not the sole donor, but yes, the retreat is a project I've been trying to foster for some time now. My attempt to improve the plight of humanity, even if just in a minor way. Which is why I'm so thankful for your intervention on its behalf. Now, I presume Nevin already got you up to speed. I need details before I talk to the heads of the Trackers Alliance. Make sure their members understand the retreat's off limits. So if you don't mind, I'd like to just jump right into it. Lily here
Remember
will be
everything.
taking notes as we go. Now, Nevin said all the various incidents afflicting the retreat, they all stemmed from this pair of rogue bounty hunters. Do I have that right? There were a streak of thefts and accidents leading up to Mr. Kilman's kidnapping. We'd presumed they were just bad luck or local fauna. Ixel's not exactly the most hospitable of worlds, but Nevin made it sound as if those bounty hunters might have been responsible for it all. And I was hoping you could confirm if that was the case or not.
I don't know. Was there evidence for that?
Ah, I'll be sure that's noted. But you did manage to get those two to leave the retreat alone. You mind my asking how you accomplished that? Two trackers and you just talked them down? That's quite the feat. I'm interested in the details, though. How exactly did it all play out?
I'm an expert negotiator. Those two are lucky I didn't talk him into flying into a star.
I bet they are. So, only other thing I wanted to ask, and I'm just looking for an opinion here, is there anything in your eyes that could have been done to prevent this happening? After everything I've heard from you and Nevin, I'm inclined to agree. It'll take time to get the right people in place for this kind of work, but I'll make sure it's addressed. But that should give me enough to present to the Alliance. Thank you for making the time.
I want to join the Tracker Alliance. That'd be
What
cool.
you did, well, it deserves something more than just a couple of firm thank yous. Here, I want you to have these. They're a rare make, but I think you've earned it. Now, was there
Ooh, we
anything
got a
else you wanted to
legendary
talk
weapon.
about before we went our separate ways? You make lots of friends in my position. Friends in the Freestar Collective, friends in the UC. The sort of people with influence over things. Like, say, how much a locality is allowed to spend on Alliance contracts each quarter. When the Alliance heads grasp that it's better for us all to be friends, I expect they'll leave the retreat well enough alone. It's something that's been on my mind for a while now. How best to help the galaxy's incarcerated population? Humanity's tried plenty of bad ideas. Throwing them in jail and forgetting about them? The UC gave that a go way back when. Took all their criminals to a penal colony on Suvorov and left them to their own devices. Well, those folks didn't appreciate that sort of treatment. Took over the colony. And now we call them the Crimson Fleet. Next, we tried making them pay fines instead of going to jail. Except if you don't have the money, that's no sort of improvement at all, is it? Bad idea after bad idea. I thought it was time we tried something new. That's where the plans for the retreat came from. Our attempt at doing things different. That's kind of you. But without your help, it might have stayed just a goal. You have my sincere thanks. Now if you'll excuse me, as you've seen, there's plenty to be done.
Gotta check in on them. What? Take me there. Man, I hope they brought that patch out where they fixed that. That'd be awesome, because then I can get a couple missions in, finish my snow globes.
I am not sure rehabilitation can be a valid alternative to incarceration. But I would be happy to be proven wrong.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It was trackers. Bunch of cutthroats. I would have figured it all out eventually. But still. Thanks.
That guy's out of bed.
Man, I ate in places I didn't know I had. All you've done. Well, I can't thank you enough. Just happening through our neck of the woods, stranger? Nevin told me about your summons. Our, donor wasn't too hard on you, I hope. It's something she had asked for. She doesn't want her firm's reputation and ours to affect one another. But I'm mostly just curious how things went.
Take her for a mega yacht.
She can be a hammer when the situation requires, but this project holds a pretty special place in her heart, so I'm sure she was feeling grateful. Well, thanks to your little chat, our donor's doing everything she can to upend the various roadblocks in our way. We're in the process of vetting more security, looking at some additional and more agreeable contractors. Whatever gets this place closer to becoming a reality. Opening's still a ways off, but we'd be going nowhere if you hadn't wandered in. It's hard to say for certain. We're only just now in a place where we can actually assess how long everything's going to take. But with time, we'll get there. And that's thanks to you.
Your hair is still watching.
Thank you again, love. For you, our doors will always be open.
Look at that poster, eh? That looks pretty cool. I don't know who half these people are. Making some dinner. What you having? Guess we should check out our home. Some point. Lots of material on those ones. Holy crap. Sounds pretty good. I had Red Robins yesterday with the egg on the burger. Pretty good burger, but it kept slipping out the other side.
I went through a brief period where I thought it might be exciting to be a professional Ashta hunter. A very, very beautiful thing.
See if he has any more money yet.
I'll say right up front that if you're short on... I want to do your business. Feel free to look around.
That's $5,000. Holy crap. Give me a whole Peacemaker outfit, I guess.
I don't do payment. You ask me? Travel? You seem all right. Here's my selection.
Oh, good on sale. Okay.
Outlaws? Ashta. Just so you know, keep it to self-defense.
The Zapper. This thing's even cooler than the other one. 49. You might make it for your family for holidays. Nice. Oh, here's the Peacemaker they gave me. You guys only got 6 shots. One hundred 27 damage.
just a lack of empathy. They're willing to change if it affects their own lives. Just won't offer
I wonder where there's a normal grocery store where I can get some eggs in the game, eh?
My husband. I think feel free to read. This is a... Oh, I'm sorry. For purchase? Yes.
They don't want to buy nothing from me anymore. So this is the other home. Basic. Comes the plant. Looks like it matches. I don't have enough fiber. Just trying to build up leadership. Like one more point. Could get scavenging. There, now we can make more drink items. And next time I'll be able to get ship command. And in more butter and eggs. Bean and liquor. Upgraded weaponry too. That would have given me a lot more. Build on. Got a better deck than I do.
Something to report?
You may find yourself tiring abnormally fast. Difference in gravity can be hard to adjust to.
Never ever go outside the city walls after sunset.
You are our guest.
Xavier, thank you for liking.
When were we scheduled to leave anyway?
It's always nice to come home after a long trip.
Not quite opening day, but close enough. I'm proud to say this is a cute... Take your time.
Everyone needs... Take a look around. Here, browse to your heart's content.
Got butter. Where the heck you get eggs from? Let's see here. Do you have Canuck poutine? I didn't notice.
I get all kinds in here. Well, all kinds of things. What are you looking for?
I didn't have any Canuck stuff. What a bummer. Duncan Lynch would be the guy to look for.
Good bet I've got something.
Poutine. Doesn't really say where to get the eggs from.
You're welcome to just hang out if you want.
This guy's name is Duncan. Earl.
Welcome to Chunks.
It's almost reassuring to see that corporate mediocrity has wormed its way into every corner of the settled systems.
Thanks for choosing Chunks.
Doesn't even have a name. Oh, Cole Plaza. Trade Authority, I didn't even know about.
The Ashta are quite formidable.
Yeah? Looks like we got another.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
Midtown Minerals.
Keela's one of the oldest cities in the settled system.
Welcome to the best. Damn trade authority's been hounding my. This is what I've got at the moment.
Buy their iron too. Is it a long way for you to go to your family? That's why isn't that? I just had to be outside.
I've been helping out my mom with doctor stuff. It's hard, but I kind of like it.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Ashta are sometimes spotted by farm. That's why we only use robots outside the walls.
Why are you in your Ginch? Lance Estate. Hey, that's that lady that I just talk to, I think. You normally stay in Bellingham. What is like the trickiest lock ever? All right. Still here. Pillows. Bourbon. Gun display. I guess that makes sense. They're a gun manufacturer. They got any eggs? Potatoes and oranges, it looks like. Thought this would be a balcony. Here's the balcony. Nothing really super exciting in there.
What?
Guy's walking around in his underwear. What?
Council of Governors meet in our very own Aquila City.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had a chance to catch up.
I'm doing great.
Not sure if my burn cell is here to stay.
Another zoning meeting at Mass has resulted in a
We work to live, but can't make a living. So then we begin to live to work, and do that every day until we die. Is that really all there is to life?
And inside was a secret compartment full of every narcotic and illegal neuroamp you can imagine.
I've been pondering a career change for a bit.
If I get caught.
Full spacesuit.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
Hmm?
Have a nice day now.
Nice hat.
With the rocks cleared, we're one step closer to building permanent homes for the other divisions.
That's the rock. I don't know where this Coal Plaza is. I saw it once.
What's inside the human body is gross. Really gross.
Hello there. So good to see you.
How are you holding up?
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
Thank you again for all you've done for the retreat.
Just here for security.
Now, was there something I could help you with? Please, let me know if I can be of service. Here's what I have in stock right now.
Oh, she's a store owner.
Another day, another shift.
On the Trade Authority finally. So it's on the back half of the Gal Bank. Holy cow, that was hard to find.
So many little details and so many...
Do you have business with the Trade Authority?
Now you're speaking my language.
Giving you issues. Oh, but it's really bad the last while. Yeah, I hate when you pull something, eh? Weapons they weigh 50% less sounds handy. Weapon, this gear is still better though. Much.
The Trade Authority looks to... Happy to.
Doesn't have any food at all. Oh, it's turkey, I guess. Kind of just behind this bar.
Keep your nose clean. The last thing I wanted is to try.
Perhaps I'll fix the long rest.
Here's my home, my other home. Gotta find some eggs. routine, of course.
I too prefer custom alterations to the standard issue.
There we go. Save that so we don't have to do that again. I guess that's it for me. I'm going to bed. Gotta work some more. A little bit late here, actually. I should have went to bed sooner. Oh well. So, thank you for whatever role you played today. Somebody wants to vote real quick. That'll make it a break the tie. But thank you for those who shared, chatted, liked. Don't forget to check out my YouTube. There's some videos from the zoo and stuff. Stephanie, Brittany, our most recent chatters, Tim, Fire Devil. Oh, I guess nobody broke the tie. It's 50-50 for Do You Like Tori Amos? Actually, yesterday, I started running that poll, but then I went to bed early, so Tori would have won, actually, that one, I think. Today, it's 50-50. Have a good night.